Good evening, everybody. Welcome again to another session. We will start with a book called The Goal. This is going to be presented by Mr. Sanjeev Jindal. He's a business owner by profession. He's a manufacturer. He lives in Kolkata. His wife's name is Kavita. She's a homemaker. He's got a daughter, Tanvi, who is working in US, and a son, Dhruv, studying music in Germany. Now that is of interest, sir. I'd like to speak with you again about this. This you didn't tell me yesterday. Otherwise, we would have had a longer conversation. So over to Mr. Sanjeev Jindal.
Hello, everybody. I am Sanjeev Jindal. I am from Calcutta. I am a business owner. And this book, The Goal, I read 3 years back. And by reading this book only, I could change my company into profit making. I was in loss making. So this book relates to my story also in certain way. So this is my life-changing book. So I thought to do it again. So I read this book again after by inspired by Dr. Manjunath to read this book again because it's the best book of my life. So I'm today presenting to you this book. The author, this is a story of a plant manager and his burning desire to save his plant from closure. He takes the guidance of his physics teacher turned management consultant, Mr. Jonah, who calls himself a scientist. The scientist, by asking few questions, he could analyze the whole picture, and his progressive suggestion led to the miracle. Finding the root cause and removing the constraint and taking small steps towards the goal led to his success. The author, Mr. Goldratt, has broadly themed this book, The Goal, into systematic approach of continuous thinking process by removing constraints, the path where we belong now to where we want to reach in life by following this approach. So we can see what we have now was the condition of his plant. So he had the ultimatum of 3 months to change his plant from going to closer. And by it was a big challenge to him, and it was his burning desire not to get his plant closed. So what was his current situation? Once. Yeah, the company had no goal-centric. It was not a goal-centric company. They were only focusing on the cost reduction basis and highest output. All his staff were demotivated, and they were playing a blame game policies over there. And there were no collaboration between their head office and the plant operations. So their delivery time was almost 6 months. 60 weeks, they were running late by almost 3 months late. And they have inventory of almost 2 to 3 years, and most of them were useless. And for every delivery, they have to firefight and get the delivery done. The Mr. Alex, who is the plant manager, his family life was also disturbed because he was not able to give time and keep his promise to his wife. So his wife also left him and went to his father's house. So by systematic approach, he took the advice of his teacher, Mr. Jonah, and see how he changed the whole company by just the thinking process. Now, what is the process? Yeah. First, he was asked by to find the goal of the company, because that is the most important thing, without which he won't be able to have the desired result what they want to have. So he could come out with the theory with the goal that the company's main aim is money making, and that only could be achieved through the sales output, and they were focusing more on cost and productivity, not the output. So he changed the company's whole focus into output, and the changes started to happen. The company, he then thinking about the output, he started finding the bottlenecks. There were the constraints of the processes, and with systematic finding of the constraints, he also got the theory of dependent and statistical fluctuations in the plant, which led to his finding the bottleneck and what are the non-bottleneck things in the plant. So the bottlenecks are those through which his output is determined. So his production cannot be more, output cannot be more than the bottleneck, which he was not following earlier. So by systematically following that, he was able to change the whole system. And continuously, when he was changing the bottleneck and moving forward, a new problem was coming up. And then again, changing the the same priorities again, he was able to change again and again. What this led? This led that his whole team, he took the collaboration of the whole team into his own forte, and each one of them was thinking the way he wanted to think. The writer in this way has given us the mind of the plant manager, so that we are going through the mind of the plant manager, how each step he's taking and why he's taking. So we are, by reading this book, our own mind actually starts developing to how we think and how we should think. So the thinking process, but just by reading this book, develops, because we are the mind of the plant manager. So by systematically following the situation, what result he could achieve in the later stage? Yes, he, within the 3 months, he was being judged as the best plant in the division. The sales had grown more than 5 times. Whatever he could gather, his delivery time was now 2 weeks only. And he could motivate new sales policy for his company, and he could go overseas also with his own production without taking any new machinery into account. His operating cost also went very low. So inspired by all, once when the plant was going to shut down, now he was being promoted as the division head. In the meantime, he also restored his family life back. His wife was not satisfied and came back to him, and he was also helping her in developing her own vision. Now the story doesn't end here. He was taking the help of his professor, but when he was promoted as division manager, he asked his division manager, what should I do now as a division manager? Then he said, if I give you the right all the answers, then you will fail, definitely fail, because your thinking process won't start. So you have to make your own thinking process and develop your own ideas. Unless that, you will fail. So he, along with his own team, then started the thinking process and saw what his teacher has actually developed in him. So what he got, what we want, he started thinking of the new systems and procedures. He was now framing new policies, and he was getting new opportunities and new challenges, and the growth was tremendous. So as his thinking process was growing, it was a continuous approach, because main thing is continuous approach. Unless continuous improvement is the main thing which the author has emphasized in the whole thing, because if we achieve one goal, then we have a lot of changes coming with the situation of the new arising of that achievement. So we have to adjust our new system according to the new environment which we are into at that stage. So we again have to change our own policies and grow. If we stop at any time, then our growth will stop. This is the whole book about, and that's it. And important learning which we get, that every company should have a big common goal, without which all will be disarray. And the main thing is theory of constraint, which this author has emphasized. And by using this theory of constraint, he has actually in his life, being a very big management consultant, and he has turned around many companies of this with using this theory. And every problem has some cause, and cause and effect is the main thing that is emphasized in this in a deeper way, which is the law of nature, which is also emphasized in this. And change is constant, without which nothing is possible. In this whole book, relationship has a very important role to play, because of the when he was able to contribute to the relationship, he was giving importance, respect to other members of his team and to his wife. He could restore everything. And most important is focus on the final output, which is for every manufacturing company or any industry. This is the main thing which we need to emphasize every time. And I would take the key takeaway is identifying the goals, because unless we have a goal or a purpose, nothing is possible, because we should know where we want to go. And teamwork was the key, because with his teamwork, he was the minds of well, along with thirdly, my key takeaway is thinking process, continuous thinking process, by which he was able to grow and develop his own company. And when he was able to develop, and at the last, the thinking process has been compared to Socrates also, because they have the same scientific approach in philosophy also, in business also, in our day-to-day life. So that's the main thing that we emphasize in this book. Thank you.